Today, we will introduce you to a very interesting country. It has no valuable natural resources, modern factories, or fertile fields. Primary and secondary education is compulsory and free, with a literacy rate of 100%. The country does not print its own money, and its unemployment rate is just 2.5%. There are no airports or railways, and only about 200 kilometers of paved roads. The country has never had an army or a ministry of defense, nor does it have prisons. Lawyers and their activities are prohibited. The crime rate is one of the lowest in the world, with 154 crimes per 100,000 residents. Postal services are free for everyone. This country ranks second globally in terms of tourists per capita, surpassed only by Vatican City. The average life expectancy is 83 years, placing it second worldwide, just after Japan. This high life expectancy is supported by exceptionally clean air, a cold yet sunny climate with 300 sunny days a year, and high-quality healthcare that is free for working citizens and their families. Transactions within the country can be conducted in any currency, as there is no currency control. Most of the country's territory consists of mountains, forests, rivers, lakes, and meadows. The environment is well protected, and the natural beauty is incomparable. Tourists feel at ease and comfortable everywhere, with excellent services and friendly, cultured, and civilized people. Leaving this place is hardly desirable. It's Andorra. Finding Andorra on a map is not easy. The small territory of 468 square kilometers is nestled between its massive neighbors, Spain and France, whose sizes are thousands of times larger. Little Andorra is amazing and appealing from every angle. Its residents live long lives, don't need an army, enjoy a pleasant climate, and lead peaceful and measured lives. The people here are reserved and don't like to stand out, even in their clothing. The local homes blend harmoniously with the stone landscapes. Streets lack flashy advertisements, and they only come alive with tourists in the evening. Nevertheless, Andorra is considered one of the best destinations for shopping, with some of the best goods at the most competitive prices in Europe. The country is a duty-free zone, and it's no surprise that shops offer branded goods at prices 20 to 40% lower than in other European stores. Andorra has been remarkable, especially over the past half-century. Back in the 1960s, during the Cold War, hippies in the United States, amidst the height of military and nuclear escalation, appreciated Andorra's long-standing tradition of peace, neutrality, and demilitarization. The Pyrenean principality spent just $4.90 annually on weapons and remained safe compared to larger countries. In this decade, Andorrans experienced a significant increase in quality of life due to trade, the country's status as a tax haven, and tourism. This era also saw the construction of sports facilities for skiing. Economic success created a demand for labor, leading to significant immigration from Spain and, to a lesser extent, Portugal, eventually outnumbering the native population. Today's Principality of Andorra earns its primary income from tourism, thanks to its geographical location. The country is situated in the Pyrenees, with many ski resorts and golf clubs. The lack of export tariffs allows for low prices, attracting shopping tourism. Visitors from neighboring Spain and France, as well as other European countries, flock to Andorra, contributing to its status as one of the world's most tourist-visited countries. With an area of 467 square kilometers and a population of 90,000, Andorra hosts more than 10 million tourists annually. For the past 10 centuries, Andorra has not experienced any significant military conflicts, eliminating the need for an army. The police are sufficient to handle rare disputes among residents or unruly tourists. As a result, professions like jailers and lawyers have vanished. Andorra is associated with both France and Spain, meaning that while formally independent, it delegates some powers to its neighboring countries. Two co-princes, the President of France and the Bishop of Urgell in Spain, are appointed, but the country is effectively governed by a unicameral parliament, the General Council of the Valleys. It's important to note that Andorra is not part of the European Union. Spain and France ensure the country's external security. As of today, Andorra's population consists of approximately 50% locals and 50% immigrants. Many are drawn by low taxes and the high trustworthiness of the banking system. Notably, there is a significant number of former Russian citizens, evident in the presence of Russian-speaking specialists in Andorran banks. Comfortable living conditions, including a warm climate and clean mountain air, also attract those looking to relocate. Tourism accounts for 80% of Andorra's GDP, making it the primary source of state revenue. The ski season, from early December to mid-April, is the most popular, while in summer, tourists are drawn to the picturesque mountain landscapes and medieval monuments. The capital, Andorra La Vella, alone boasts 40 hotels and as many spa centers. Tourism development, stimulated by the authorities in the mid-20th century, attracted foreign investments and spurred construction, leading to a rise in land prices. Interestingly, Andorra lacks airports and railways, relying solely on road transport. The first road connecting the country to Spain was built in 1911, and one to France followed in 1933. Upon closer inspection, Andorra's economic system is based on libertarian principles, making it a European tax haven. Banking plays a significant role in the economy, and luxury goods are widely traded. As a duty-free zone, Andorra offers goods at prices 25 to 40% lower than in Spain or France, which drives shopping tourism. Most foreign visitors come to Andorra for a day from neighboring France and Spain to make advantageous purchases, benefiting from significantly lower prices on popular goods. Andorra La Vella's modern district resembles a giant duty-free shopping mall. Although Andorra is not officially in the Eurozone, it uses the euro as its currency. There is no official Andorran currency, and transactions can be conducted in any currency due to the lack of currency controls. The country's unique tax regime allows for flexible financial arrangements. Most small shops and restaurants accept dollars, and credit cards from major global systems are widely used. Andorra's complex geography, combined with the need for remote banking services and reliable connectivity for tourists, has led to the development of exceptional telecommunications. By the end of 2010, every home in the country had fiber optic internet with a minimum speed of 100 megabits per second. In Andorra, there is no private ownership of land. Pastures, forests, and mineral resources are either state or communal property, allocated for use among private individuals since medieval times. Revenue from meat sales and medicinal goods goes to the state treasury. Andorra's economy has no significant industrial sector. Most enterprises are small and play a minor role. Depleted iron ore reserves, which supported primitive metallurgy in the past, led to the country importing metal products from abroad. One of the most significant sectors of Andorra's economy is electricity production. Small hydroelectric plants on the country's rivers supply power to nearby villages. The largest of these, with a capacity of 26.5 megawatts, is located in Escaldes-Engordany and partly exports electricity to Catalonia. Despite its current prosperity, Andorra was a closed and impoverished country for centuries, relying on modest agriculture and smuggling across the Spanish-French border. Only after World War II, in the 1950s, did transformations begin that turned it into one of Europe's wealthiest nations. For this, Andorra had to open itself to the world and base its economy on libertarian principles. How is it that this small mountain country, which shed feudalism only in 1993, thrives without oil, gas, or diamonds. With a GDP of $50,000 per capita, Andorra has no reserves to squander, yet enjoys a higher standard of living than neighboring Spain. Perhaps it all comes down to its people, their culture and traditions.